Hello and welcome to the post-match show of WPL UP Warriors versus Mumbai Indians. And no surprises, Mumbai Indians won the match and quite clinically so. They are right at the top of the table, at the halfway mark of the WPL season one. Shubhan, all the teams have played four matches. Before I dive into the batch, who do you think will be the top three?
Very interesting. Mumbai Indians, I think we should consider them as one of the teams right now unbeaten in the tournament so far, looking really good. Delhi Capitals, the other team, I feel, uh, who will, in all likelihood will qualify for the playoffs. The third team, it's very tricky right now. UP Warriors could be one. Gujarat. It's a battle between UP Warriors and Gujarat Giants. I feel, unless RCB stitch a magnificent magical run.
Absolutely. Um, with me, I would say Mumbai. Though I was not asked, but I'll still say Mumbai,
Of
Gujarat.
course, that's your question. You are more than free to answer that.
Yeah, I would say Mumbai, Gujarat, and Delhi. And I know a lot of people will think this is a bias, but it's not a bias. It's just that I kind of feel that yes, things are not going as per plan as far as Gujarat is concerned, but
Mhm.
Shubhan, I see them a little bit more balanced than UP Warriors. That's where I'm
Hmm.
kind of going towards Gujarat, but only time will tell. First of all, let's
Right,
let's take one innings at a time. Alisa
right,
Healy didn't look like the Alisa Healy we know. What do you think was
right.
working on her mind? That it was a strange sort of innings.
Yes, I would say so. I would say so. Initially, she looked a bit rusty. She looked good in couple of shots she played. So it was a mixed bag for Elisa Haley. I would say 58 or 46 with wickets. Devika Vaidya fell pretty early, so she had to check up pretty quickly. Kiran Navgire started well, but again fell off. Didn't couldn't convert it into a big one. But yes, with Talia Megra, I thought Elisa Haley could go big there, could free her arms, but unfortunately it was not her day, her best of days. Not many times we say women's cricket is scoring a 58 or 46, that it's not her good day, but such is the standard set by Lisa Healy herself, that this was not her best day, if we are being honest there.
Yes. The promotion of Talia up the order. You know, do you think that was correct? Because they didn't finish well. UP didn't finish well.
Right. I think so because see, without Grace Harris in that 11, they lack that finisher. They lack that natural finisher. Simran Sheikh, I'm not sure how well she can finish right here in this WPL platform. She's a good player, but she'll take some time to develop into a power pack finisher. But yes, they didn't have any options. Talia Megra, you could imagine she did play her part extremely well. But had she played a couple of overs more, then things could have looked very different for UP Warriors, and that's what Talia Megra brings to the table with the bat. And 37 of 50, it was a good knock, but yes, I would have. After playing 37 deliveries, I would have imagined Talia Megra playing at least 50 deliveries and finishing with 70, 75 to her kitty.
Or do you think UP could have promoted someone like a Deepthi and maybe held Talia Magra back a little so that she could free her arms towards the end?
But yes, that's always an option. But at the same time, you would want your best batter to get as many deliveries as possible. And with the power that Talia has, as I said, had she played a couple of more overs, she could have easily got 70, 75. I was surprised to see Shweta Sehrawat drop so deep. They kept on dropping her. They kept on dropping her, and with Eccleston and Simran Sheikh and even Deepti Sharma ahead of her. She came at number 9, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. So number 8 or number 9. So that's too deep for someone who was opening the innings a couple of matches ago. So yeah,
And this was my next question to you. This was done to Richa by RCB, but Richa,
right.
though age wise is young but has
Mhm.
international experience. But as far as Shweta is concerned, Shweta doesn't have international experience as such. Under 19, yes, I understand. How much does it
Mhm.
affect your psychology when you have someone like a Sophie, even Sophie Eccleston sent before you?
Had I been richer, then I would have been more disappointed with those moves, because I am an accomplished international player who has the ability to go big regardless of the situation. Shweta Sehrawat, still I can imagine that she's an under 19 player. She's just growing into her role as a specific batter, as a specialist batter. But even if we are being honest, Sophie Eccleston, after 18, 19 overs, 17 overs, she has more power to clear the ground than a Shweta Sarawat in this WPL. I'm not talking about under 19 or age group cricket. But right now, we know that Sophie Eccleston has more power than Shweta Sarawat to clear that field. So I think that I understand why they kept dropping Shweta Sarawat deep, but Richa Ghosh was more surprising to me than today's move of dropping Shweta deeper.
Shubhan, whatever RCB does doesn't surprise me because RCB hai yaar. I mean, ये सब तो चलता रहता है. And you
Yeah.
know, for people thinking that I'm trolling RCB, I have the right to troll them and be sad and be upset because 15 years RCB fan. So please.
Right. Right.
uh,
Every RCB fan take those defeat very lightly nowadays. It's just they are
they used
enjoying
to it,
their
you know.
matches. Whatever. They go sad when there's a sad photo of Virat Kohli and now Smriti Mandana when it surfaces after the match. But after that, after a couple of hours, it's fine. It's all good between them.
I think RCB fans have realized, to be very honest, not everything reflects on how good or how bad a player, some a player is individually. At times, people
Hmm.
don't click together, and
Right.
these franchisee tournaments are more about that. That if a team doesn't click together, it doesn't play well. Doesn't make a AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli, or even Smriti Mandana a bad player. I,
True.
I mean,
I still feel RCB is one of the best teams, assembled
of
teams in this
course,
WPL. They are not clicking. Their bowling is not clicking. That's a different case. Their middle order is not clicking. That's a different case. And maybe it's the first edition of WPL next year when they again come up, when they again meet the familiar faces. They will have a better understanding, like the Elise Perry-Richa Ghosh run out mix up. It wouldn't have happened if they had played a couple of matches more, because they would have known what their running equation is or what their running capacity is. So these things, the little things matter.
absolutely. And Shubhan, I find it very weird when we talk about such things. And I've seen a lot of people trolling the teams in Twitter saying, oh, MI has done it. Why can't you do it? See, the equations work differently. A person
Right,
gelling with someone could be a very personal thing. For example, somebody can gel with everyone. So maybe the team is working well. And it's important if you begin well. Say, for example,
right,
a team like Gujarat Giants, can you
right,
believe it? First match, your first time batting, second ball, your captain, your main player gone for the tournament. It takes time to bounce back,
right,
but the
right,
tournament doesn't have time. So it's all right.
right.
I think over judging RCB. I mean, are you trying to tell me just because four matches are lost, Smriti Mandana is not Smriti Mandana? Elisa Perry is not a good all rounder? I mean, come on,
Right.
please. So
Oh, of course, that doesn't that as I said, small things matter, which we in the bigger picture we lose those small moments, and but those small moments make the entire match, and that's why I think RCB, they are a good side. And as I said in your first question of the day, maybe they can stitch a magical run. We never know. We
you
never
never
know.
know. You never
Yeah,
know.
because
And
they are playing
while
well. They are playing well, but the small things are not clicking for them. Same for Gujarat Giants, same for UP Warriors in today's match. So these are small things which don't click sometimes in franchisee cricket.
absolutely, Shubhan, getting back to the game we have had today, Saika Ishak,
Hmm.
3 for 33. You would take it any day, especially because Healy clearly seemed to have a plan against Saika to go after her.
Right. Right, and of course, and again, it was a brave show by Saika Ishak, the way she was bowling. Very clever. And Devashish Sen did a beautiful video story on Saika Ishak. Bharat Ramaraj wrote a beautiful piece on Saika Ishak's rise. So go through those. It's available on our website and YouTube channel as well. And what a journey it has been for Saika. Getting removed from the Bengal team, getting dropped from the Bengal team, her injury issues, her fitness issues. Now she's bossing this stage 4 for 33, 3 wickets again, leading the charts. It's a dream tournament for her, and as I had said a couple of weeks back, now when fans are watching these players in action, if Saika Ishaq is not in the Indian team for the next series, people will start questioning the selectors and will start asking for their accountability, why they are not showing up for press conferences, or why there are no statements at all regardless of selections or exclusions from the team. But yes, Saika Ishaq, for whatever, even if she has a very poor tournament from here on, which I certainly don't feel like. But even if she has, there's an if and buts conjectures. But even if she has a very poor tournament for in this WPL, she will definitely get a call up for India very soon. Maybe later in this year we'll see Saika Shah wearing the blue jersey.
I feel it will be in the next tournament itself, because while
Yep.
Saika is doing well, on the other hand, you also have to see that Rajeshwari and Radha have been
Mm,
unimpressive to another level.
right.
To be very honest, I
With
mean,
Radha, with
they,
Radha, you can still say she's a gun fielder. She can bat a bit, but with Rajeshwari,
she
that
has
that is
shown no
invisible.
signs of batting a bit. I mean, let's
But yes,
let's
but
get this
yes.
out of completely out of the way. Radha has shown nothing to say that she's an all
Hmm.
rounder. Gun fielder,
Huh, but
200%, 200%, what,
hmm,
400%. And that is where she, I understand what you're trying to say, that that is where probably she will be there ahead of Rajeshwari. Agreed. But yeah, I mean, I see Saika in the very next two. I
right.
would be very
Saika is
surprised.
my point is Saika is more of a Rajeshwari Gaikwad like to like replacement than a Radha Yadav.
True, true.
Hmm.
Though, yeah, not very impressed with Radha. I have not been impressed with Radha for quite a while now. Having said that, Sophie Eccleston at the other end, and I
Hmm.
have a very interesting question after that. You finish the Sophie
Yeah.
Eccleston bit.
Sophie Eccleston with the ball again. With the ball, we have to see she's the ball number one, and she proved in day in day out. She's like the Rashid Khan of women's cricket. I feel so. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. But again, I mean, she needs support from the other end as well. Sophie is doing well with the ball, but when you see a Shabnim Ismail go for 10 run and over, a top class bowler like
And the no
Shabnim going for
balls.
10, the no
Shubhan,
balls
that's
and the no
basic. I mean, you can, of course, bowl bad balls. I can get it. Good balls going for runs. I can still get it. No balls.
right.
Basic.
No balls and dropped catches. No balls and dropped
Ugh.
catches are something. Elisa Haley today again. She was guilty. Although it was a tough chance, but I think Elisa Haley should have taken that. Should have taken that. I think it was who it was. Which player it was? It was Natsival Brunt or Yastika Bhatia. Elisa Haley's dropped
Brunt,
catch. So
if I'm not wrong.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so they have to take those. They have to take those, but you can't really point fingers on Sophia Gulson. She's doing her job. Only in one match she has conceded more than 40 runs,
Yes.
which in her career she has conceded less than 5 times in T20 cricket, 40 runs in 4 overs. So that speaks a lot about her credibility, her class with the ball. But she needs support. She needs support from the other end. I'm looking at the scorecard right now. Deepti Sharma 3 for 30, no wickets. Anjali Sarvani, she bowled well today, but only 2 overs. Maybe she could have gotten one more. She could have slid one more over for Anjali in the between. Talia Megra 1 for 19. So Sophia Eccleston really didn't get enough support from the other end.
When you talk about UP Warriors and Mumbai Indians, there's always a battle within a battle, right? Harman
Yeah,
and Aliza Healy, who can forget Harman's run out? Aliza Healy's the Harman calling it unlucky, Aliza Healy calling it a little poor from Harman and not unlucky. Today Harman won't be complaining. The
absolutely.
bells went off but never fell.
She didn't win the toss, but she won the match, and that's what the case has been for Mumbai Indians in this tournament so far. Lovely knock by Harmanpreet Kaur. Again, when I say I'm
But
seeing
with some luck.
Yastika Bhatia, yeah, with some
But
luck,
with some
obviously
luck.
with some luck. Now, as I said yesterday, also after that Shefali knock, Shefali, Yastika, Harman, when they're playing, my mind keeps going back to the T20 World Cup. Where were they when Indian team needed them and these sort of performances? But yes, Nat Saver and Harman, they kept on playing those. Quiet overs, I would say, and then just launched and finished the match with 2 overs, 2.5 overs to spare. But yes, Arman, she couldn't have asked for more in this WPL, winning all the matches so far, scoring runs with the bat. It has been a good tournament for her after
And also
uh,
the ball
uh,
hitting the
a
bell.
sloppy
You
World
know
Cup.
what I'm talking about. The ball
Oh,
hitting the bell but
oh.
not falling.
Elisa Healy was almost she broke into half a celebration. Then she said, "Okay, what's happening here?" The bell again fell into his base. But yes, that is what we have seen it so many times in men's cricket as well. Bale popping off, but again dropping back to the place. Even for someone as quick as Jofra Archer, it has happened for as quick as someone as quick as Jofra Archer as well. So nothing surprising with these heavier bales, with those zinc bales. These are heavier bales if we are talking a bit technically, and sometimes the impact of the ball. You call it luck, you call it the technical side of these bales, but sometimes it needs a good impact for it to come off completely.
Well, it will be. I think it will be interesting to see. Herman had blamed luck back then. Does Herman thank her luck right now? And it will also be interesting to see Aliza Healy, who doesn't believe in luck. Does she believe in luck, or does she get into technicalities? I think press conferences will be very
Wish I
interesting.
could, wish I or you could be there in those post-match
Exactly.
presses. So many interesting things to ask.
Absolutely. Shubhan, from here on, what next for all the five teams? Because as I said, half the tournament is over. Now let's go team wise. Say you
Mhm.
have to talk about the MI camp.
Right.
So next four matches, MI, if you are in the MI team, MI management, what is going on in your mind?
I think MI would be the most happier side, but at the same time, they would know that they have set some sort of standards in this WPL, winning matches, dominating those matches. Saika Ishak has been the star. Haley Matthews have performed. Yastika Bhatia, it's so refreshing to see Yastika Bhatia score quick runs up front. So it has been great. Nat Silverbrand, Harmanpreet Kaur, we know their qualities and we know what they bring in big matches. But right now, if I have to see, this is looking like a complete side. Mumbai Indians, if we are talking honestly, they are very good, but at the same time, they will have to be very careful that they don't drop their standards. They don't become complacent in the remaining matches, because right now they will be looking at their points table, and there would be some sort of smiles, some sort of cheers that we are almost in that playoff or even in the final. But there become big there the trickier part comes, because other teams will be, when they play Mumbai Indians now, they will be like, okay, we have nothing to lose, they are going to win anyway, so why not go and attack them straight away? And that is where things are going to get tricky for the Mumbai Indians, but looking a great side so far.
Moving on to Delhi Capitals.
Again, a very compact, complete side. The thing for Delhi Capitals, I certainly feel is if Meg Lanning, Shefali Verma both don't click in one match, can their middle order live up to the occasion? Can their middle order? Of course, they have some good players. Jemima Rodriguez is there, Marizan Kapp is there, Jess Jonathan with the ball. They have a complete, very good compact side. But at the same time, if Shefali Verma or a Meg Lanning don't give you a top start, can they come in the third over with 5 for 2 and take the match away from opposition? That will be the biggest challenge for Delhi Capitals. But so far, if either of Meg Lanning or Shefali Verma clicks, it's game on for Delhi Capitals. One of my favorites for this tournament after half set of matches right now. But yeah, they're looking good, and I think they buying Tara Norris was a special move. Was a special move in the auction.
UP Warriors.
UP, that's an interesting choice because again they have a very compact team. But again, the top order is not clicking for UP Warriors. I mean, okay, you moved up to Devika Vaidya. She has the background of playing in the top three in domestic as well. She's a top order player. She has done it. But at the same time, you are not if you're looking at someone like Shefali Verma for Delhi Capitals or that RCB opening pair or even other opening sides. Look at what Mumbai Indians are doing. Will you feel the same confidence looking at Devika Vaidya opening alongside Alisa Haley? There's that sort of question mark there. Okay, their top three has two domestic players. That is something which we had pointed out in our previous chats as well. But they are a good bowling side. They're a better bowling side than the batting part. But yes, their top three needs to fire. They those two domestic players with the bat, they need to fire. Kiran Navgire, she has all the capability to go big, but she needs to convert those 20 run knocks into those big ones, 40s, 50s, and show her impact. And that is how she will be able to replace or challenge Richa Ghosh in that India playing 11 as well.
Absolutely. Gujarat Giants.
Gujarat Giants, only you have the right to review them
No, no, nothing like
say
that.
what they have
Please
to.
go ahead. Please go ahead.
No. Gujarat is your team. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you.
Gujarat is not my team. Gujarat is
Of course,
Adani's team.
you are
Please
supporting, you
not
are
put
backing
water.
Gujarat Giants. Yeah, but
But
a neutral Trisha Ghoshal perspective on Gujarat Giants.
I would say again, I would like them to sort the opening stand, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Meghna not performing. Maybe get in Dunkley and the way I look at it, the way forward is
Mm-hmm.
get in Dunkley and Woolward,
Mm-hmm.
and get in Ashwini Kumar from the domestic side to strengthen the bowling,
Right.
and I
Right.
think they should be fine. See, the thing is, Gujarat. I mean, it's the same for UP, for Gujarat, for even for MI. You know what, Shubham?
Hmm.
We haven't
Mm-hmm.
really MI hasn't MI middle order hasn't really been tested. It has been the top four, and
Mm-hmm.
they have done the job so
Right.
far. Nobody has
Right.
really got the wickets, and today had Herman got out, had Brand's catch been had Silver Brand's catch been taken, you never know, because these
Hmm.
because we saw that with DC also. Lanning Shafali not
Right.
performing quickly, 105 all out. Same
Mm-hmm.
goes for UP, and Gujarat needs to sort that out. They had one
Right.
superb opening partnership and they won that match. They scored a 200.
Hmm.
More than winning the match, it's about how you have played. And they played
Right.
superbly. I think
Right.
Dunkley and Woolward, and one more reason why I keep saying Dunkley and Woolward, because Dunkley will go bang bang from the first ball. And Woolward
Right.
is that player who can replace a Beth Mooney, a Beth
Hmm.
Mooney's role precisely. I mean, she has
Right.
obviously
Right.
replaced Mooney, but she
Hmm.
can do that role. She can play that role that, you
Right.
know what, I am there, I'm holding one end. You guys play around me because Gujarat has some very good, from day one, I have supported Gujarat. One reason, of course, is my favorites, both Rachel Haynes and Mithali
Mm-hmm.
Raj are in the coaching team. But the other thing also is that they have a very good domestic crop, you know
Right.
I just feel that they are not being utilized completely.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's an occasion, people get awestruck, they don't know
Right.
what to do, etc. So I think best part for best thing for Gujarat would be, as I said, get these two opening and let Woolward play say 15 13 14 overs, and everyone else plays around her, and then someone like a Gardner launches. that's
Right.
that's where,
Right.
because I do see Gujarat going all the way. To be very honest, I still see Gujarat going all the way, and not the fan in me. The analyst in me believes that Gujarat actually topples a UP Warriors. Saika
SS
Ishak,
98. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Please.
SS98, Saika Ishak star, no doubt. Rajeshwari has been disappointing and should be replaced next series. Rajeshwari has been very disappointing, and I wouldn't mind her being replaced. I actually wouldn't mind Radha Yadav also being replaced because Tanuja Kanwar has been doing well. Since
Hmm.
WPL has successfully opened that pool up, I would like to
Right.
see more
Right.
domestic batters in. We have got a lot of domestic bowlers, talented bowlers, and
Mhm.
we have seen that so far. In the next half of WPL, I would see the domestic batters. I would want to see the domestic batters come good. Shubhan, over
Hmm.
to you for RCB.
What? How do I analyze RCB? They have one of the better squads in this WPL and are lying bottom of the
One of the
table.
better. I thought RCB on paper, Shubhan. Let's agree.
Yes,
RCB has
yes,
the
yes,
best
yes,
squad.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, absolutely. Look at that squad. Smriti Mandana, Sophie Devine, Elise Perry, Heather Knight, Danevan Nyakak, Richa Ghosh, Renuka Singh Thakur, Kumar Zanzad, Megan Shoot, Shreyanka Patil. Shreyanka Patil has been a revelation so far for RCB in the first half. She has been absolutely brilliant and someone I am seeing play for India very soon as a all rounder, proper all rounder.
Absolutely.
Because I feel it for Karnataka she bats at top four, top five, so she's a good middle order option as well. If or when Harmanpreet decides to hang her boots, I think
Or maybe in place
the
of
Shreyanka
Deepti.
Patel.
Deepti hasn't been bowling and batting well. I mean, it's a big call. It's a big call.
Yes,
And let me
yes,
clear the air, because you know what? Trolling will take you guys just 2 seconds to troll me, but nothing against Deepti. I'm just saying that
yeah.
Shriyanka has done a fantastic job.
Yep, yep. But still, with Deepti, with the ball, she gives you something extra. She has been doing well for India. So to drop her right now, I don't think. But maybe we can
No, no, I think in the near
say
future, not
bring.
right now. Not
Yeah,
right now.
in the near future, definitely yes. Harman and Deepti are two players whom Shriyanka Patil can easily come and replace in that top middle order or in the lower middle order as well, because she has been
Absolutely.
doing that role brilliantly. But Smriti Mandhana's, this has been a reality check for Smriti Mandhana. These losses, these heartbreaking crashes, this has been a big blow to Smriti Mandhana's captaincy thing as well, because she's the vice captain of the Indian team currently, and someone whom the selectors or the BCCI has been looking as the next captain of the Indian team. But this WPL will give a lot for Smriti Mandhana to introspect her captaincy as well, because when we talk about good captains, Meg Lanning, when we talk about Heather Knight, don't drop their shoulders. Where Smriti Mandhana drops her shoulders very easily. Her body language is not so good if they don't pick up a wicket in the power play, if they go for runs in the power play. So Smriti Mandhana's captaincy has been something which needs a bit of correction as well, and I think she will learn in the coming seasons. But this side, they have been doing well. Sophie Devine, Ellis Perry, they have been performing there. Again, something in that top four, one of their domestic batters not clicking has hurt them. Has hurt them. Disha Prasad, they tried her, didn't really click. But after that, their bowling has been a bit disappointment. The bowling, but also it's a mixed bag. How do you analyze RCB? They end up after having a good start, they end up scoring 160, 170, which in CCI or the other stadium it is very easily chaseable. So you can't really blame the bowlers as well. But yes, bowlers have been a disappointment. Renuka Singh Thakur, I'm pinpointing her because of all the hype around her, all the correct hype around her. But she has been a big down for RCB in this tournament. And even Megan should. Okay, we talked about Megan Shoot doing really well in the Women's T20 World Cup, but if we go through all the Australia matches, Megan Shoot only picked wickets against the lower ranked sides. So she didn't really do well against the upper teams. But yes, that is what the reality is. They have not done well. Their bowlers have not done well. Smriti Mandhana as a captain has been a letdown. Uh, maybe they can try something different or maybe stick to the same team. I seriously don't know how to analyze that series.
I think, to be honest, I think they should stick to the same team, and all that they need to do is tell themselves one good day. You never know,
Yeah.
Shubhan. I mean, you and I have seen enough tournaments to say right now we are rating MI very highly. 2, 3 bad losses, and the tables could be turning very soon. You never know.
Trisha, what they have Sania Mirza as a mentor. Maybe they should take Virat Kohli on a Zoom call and let him speak to the players
Absolutely.
after this century specifically, and let Virat Kohli talk about going through those downs, those lows, and coming back the fashion he has come back in this 2023. So that could be a huge motivation for the RCB team.
And even Sania, I had seen a few posts saying that, oh, you know what, cricketers don't want to listen to a tennis player. That's rubbish. To be very honest, it has got nothing to do with cricket, football. Everybody goes through their mental ups and downs, and it's fine. You have to understand that
Mentor
what
is
they're
not a
under.
coach. First, yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Mentor is not a coach. Mentor is someone who will guide you through your rough patches or what do you want. So, for example, Shriyanka Patil asking Sania Mirza what did you do during Wimbledon when you missed an easy point? How are
Exactly.
you going through that point? Sania will tell her what to do, what to not think about at those points. That is mentorship. That it has nothing. They have coaches. They have so many good coaches who are there to teach you technique or how to
Exactly.
play those lap shots or reverse sweeps. You don't need a Sania Mirza to come and tell you that.
Exact. And Sania's role is not that. Sania's role is
Yeah,
actually, say, for example, because we have chatted a lot about Smriti Mandana dropping her shoulders. There have been times when, Sania has been out of the games, probably injury, a lot of things, controversies, problems, not hitting the ball. There are days when people play matches, and even in other sport, they are not hitting it correctly. And to win on those
yeah,
days, Sania Mirza has done that. That's why she is who she is. And they can take a leaf out of her book. So I don't see any problem in Sania
absolutely.
Mirza being the mentor.
And
And yeah,
And MS Dhoni during that 21 T20 World Cup when he went to with the Indian team as a mentor, he was nowhere when Ravi Shastri was there or Vikram Rathod was coaching. He used to take a cup of tea and sit somewhere in the corner of a ground and walk around with just simply walk around with Bumrah, take a lap, having their chais and talking about something which is not related to cricket. That was MS Dhoni's role for that T20 World Cup, not to teach Rishabh Pant how to keep wickets. That was not his role. His role was to talk to them about something which is not related to cricket.
yes, something that Mithali said, I think in one of the interviews after the match for the host broadcaster, she said something to the extent in the second or third match, I don't remember exactly which one, that somebody
Hmm.
asked her that the day that Gujarat scored 200, that what did you guys change? She said, I just talk to them a lot. So when Mithali is not
Hmm.
getting involved in the coaching, I don't see why Sania needs to get involved at all.
Right,
So
right,
everybody
right.
has their own roles, and I do think probably best way for RCB from now on is just forgetting about the result and go out there and express yourself. What worse can happen?
True.
8-0, that's fine, because you're still gonna come back.
Their male counterparts have witnessed that as well.
Exactly. I mean, it's just fine. To be honest,
It's
I just
fine. It's
feel,
fine.
yeah, just give yourself a chance. Right now, what
Right.
seems like happening is even RCB doesn't believe that they can win, and that's the problem.
Hmm.
Somehow,
And I
it's
would really want someone like Sophie Devine or a Heather Knight or an Elise Perry to guard Smriti Mandana on the field when she's leading the team. Give her inputs, talk to
absolutely,
her. What you are feeling? Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do that. Give those inputs to her. That will help her.
absolutely, because all of them have handled teams and they can,
Yeah. Yeah.
handle this team as well. Shubha, you remember
Right.
when we began the show, we were talking about we will wrap up quickly. Let's do a short
Never it will happen. It will never happen. It will never
yes,
happen.
I know. When it's Women's Premier League, actually, whenever we do a show, we always say that, oh, you know what, 15 minutes, but we never really end
Yeah.
up talking for 15 minutes. So, Shubhan, thank you so much for joining. From tomorrow, it begins the second half of Women's Premier League. And I won't be surprised if the points table goes haywire, in the second half. Uh, and it will actually be lovely to see that. Uh,
Yep.
Shubhan, again, thank you so much for joining.
Thank
Tomorrow
you.
again,
Yep.
same time, same place.
Same time, same place with a different match and hopefully a good match, not a one-sider. I'm fed up
Yeah,
of
I'm tired of
one-siders.
one-sided matches.
Let's
Absolutely.
have a super over. I want a super over now.
Let's have a super over in any of the matches which doesn't feature Gujarat, because then I'll have heart issues, and I don't want that. So,
Gujarat is playing tomorrow, right?
no, no, Gujarat is playing day after. Come on, give me a
Day
few days.
after. Let's have a super over day after.
No. Please not. Uh, do join us at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for the show, and again, obviously, 6:30 p.m. for another live show, and after the match. So keep
Right.
following Rev Sports, and those who haven't yet watched how Saika Ishak worked hard and reached where she is, because obviously it doesn't happen in a day. Rome was not built in a day, and nothing happens in a day. Please do watch Devashish Sen's profile of Saika Ishak, and let's meet tomorrow. Good night for now.
Good night.